player Sherman Douglas was well-traveled during his 14-year career in the NBA, which saw him play for 5 different teams. Friday night, he was back in Toronto for the first time since retiring 2 seasons ago to meet with Toronto Raptors superfan Nav Bhatia over a 5-year-old lawsuit. With more details, here's our Marty York. Marty?
Thanks. Well, I'm here at the Air Canada Centre tonight for what is clearly a landmark victory for Joe Fan. It's a story I first reported on 5 years ago. It involves the Raptors superfan Nav Bhatia in a bizarre altercation that took place.
An affectionate little kiss. He just is fun to watch.
Now, Sherman Douglas wasn't often compared to Dennis Rodman, but on January 12, 1998, the former member of the New Jersey Nets was involved in an incident at the Sky Dome in Toronto that he'd probably like to forget.
I had the ball, which I wanted to give it to the referee, and Sherman came and tried to snatch the ball from my hands away, and in the process, he hurt my nose.
The superfan didn't feel he deserved the harsh treatment, and he was forced to take action into his own hands.
I was waiting for an apology, just like a gentleman would do, give an apology if there was an accident. And I waited and gave him enough chances, but he wouldn't give me an apology, which forced me to take the route, which I didn't want it to, but I had to take the legal means, and I sued him.
But was this a case of a money and publicity hungry fan just trying to exploit today's million-dollar athletes?
My intentions were that if I get any money out of this case, it will go to a charitable cause, which I had full intention to do that. And so there was not a question of money, it was a question of principle.
A wild story that culminated here tonight as Sherman Douglas was flown specially into Toronto to give superfan Nav Bhatia the formal apology he'd been waiting for 5 years. It's a fitting end to a story that could have saved both men a lot of money in legal costs had Douglas simply said he was sorry back in 1998. I caught up with superfan shortly after the apology was made.
I'm very happy with the outcome because that's what I wanted for the last 5 years, an apology, and I got what I wanted from the very first day.
Well, it appears that Nav Bhatia will recoup some of the legal costs, but none of the $1 million that he originally sued for. Just goes to show you that sometimes you get more than what you ask for when you get courtside seats. For Sportsnet News, I'm Marty York. See you next time.